Hello everybody, welcome back to the second part of our stitchslowly.com project called This Wild and Precious Life Journal. If you need to kind of understand it a little bit more, just go back to the first video, but I'll be very brief. I'm taking my The Wild and Precious Life book. It's an actual journal. And it's written by Mary Oliver, one of my favorite poets of all times, the favorite. And the poem I read that I'm creating this image from is called The Summer Day. And you can look that up online, or you can listen to my first video, and that will go through that. So what I did in the first video was I showed you how to trace this image. So this is my image that I'm using to depict this poem, in my mind anyway. And because if you read it, it talks about the grasses and it doesn't necessarily talk about the cornflowers, but it's the meadows and the grasshopper. I will find a grasshopper and I'll put it in eventually. But I found this painting and I thought, let me take this and this was I had it photocopied to exactly the size that I want. I have a larger size. Oops, as I drop everything on the ground, as you can see, will be something I'll be referring to as well to help me out with colors. But this is what the size I want, because I'm creating a journal, my own, one of these beautiful journals with the help of Chili Rose, her Daydream journals. So something maybe along this line, and there's a picture of some of her other journals. So we will be doing this, I'll be using this as a reference, as a guide, and some of the words that she uses. So what we're doing today is I'm tracing now on my lightbox. I'm tracing, let me turn it on. As I lean over, do apologize for that. You get my head, but here we go. My light box, yeah? And what I did was I traced on tracing papers. You'll see the first day. Now I'm going to trace actually on this is the fabric, this is the base fabric in which I'm going to be cutting other more like batiks and different other colors to create this scenery. So if you're new to this slow stitch, completely new, this is a very basic way, this is a way to teach. You don't have to do my design. You could say, well, I'm going to learn from what she's doing here and I'm going to do something much simpler. It could be something extremely basic, but this is to help you. And what I'm using is this erasable pen, and there's two sides to it. The blue is will stay on the fabric and wash off with water. So I use that to be able to trace the design. And then the purple will stay on only for a short time. So sometimes I'll do that when I'm drawing something quickly and I know I'm gonna sew or put a piece of fabric on it immediately, and it doesn't matter if it disappears over the next hour or 2 days or however long. But I need this color to stay on. So you're going to follow me. We'll be doing this together. And as you can see, I'll be doing this. You could just follow me. Okay. Make sure I put my cap back on. So that design will be on there until at the end when I wash it, or you don't wash it, you just put it in water. But chances are you're not going to see the blue anyway, because then I'll put the fabric on. So isn't that pretty so far? So you're going, and of course what I did was I taped everything down. And I'm going to now take off the tape. And this is just, and you could, I have the, let me just take it off. And then I have the tracing behind it, which I'm going to be using for the fabric, for my fabric, which I'm going to be choosing. I'll be doing that next. So the next step is then, so this is just so that I have a guide of where I'm going to put my fabrics, okay? And then I have the tracing now, and I'll be picking the colors. So for sure, I'll come back to this in the next video, or maybe, yeah, I'll make it the next one. But that's going to be the sky, and I'll show you how to do that. Thank you so much again. Any questions, please ask me. There's space for comments below. Any questions or advice? Please subscribe if you're enjoying this, and give me a thumbs up. Have a happy stitching.